Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to talk about how Jasmin almost lost $500,000 borrowing money from her family, but we were able to give her back at least half of that. I'm also going to talk about how foreclosure affects your credit before the foreclosure happens and after, what options you have. Let's get started. All right, y'all, if you just inherited a home, if you have a fixer-upper, if you have a house you don't know what to do with, send it our way. We would love to give you a cash offer. I actually changed her name. Her real name is not Jasmin. I changed her name just to protect her. She has a very prestigious family, and moving forward, I might change the names of all the people we talk about. Jasmin was a very ambitious lady. She was actually a single mother, very smart. She was a previous business owner. She went to one of those real estate seminars and they taught her how to flip houses. So she felt like she had all the knowledge. She was very charismatic, very persuasive, and very passionate. So she went to her family and asked them, "Hey family, give me the money. I'm gonna flip some houses and give you back the money." So she tried that, and the contractor screwed her over. She was not able to finish the project. Now she was upside down, almost $500,000. So I actually met her at a networking event. Ironically, real estate, I like to go to networking events. We connected. I told her what we do, and she reached out to us, and she said, "Vince, I need to sell my house. I need to sell my house." I was like, "Okay, I'll help you." She had, I think she had 3 houses. She had sold the first one. She reached out to me. She's like, "Vince, I have to sell my house like yesterday." I was like, "Okay, I can help you." So we signed an agreement, and we're able to get her $205,000 for her first house. So I don't know why she did this, but for her other house, she went with another investor. I believe we offered her like $200,000 for her other house, and the investor offered her like $204,000. Okay, a $4,000 difference, but she needed all the money she could get, so she went with this other investor. And unfortunately, this investor was not like us. They did not close on time. Okay, she was facing foreclosure. She was way behind on her payments, and every month that investor did not close, she got a late payment on her credit. She tried to back out of the agreement because the investor was not closing on time. They just needed an extension, which happens, okay? Sometimes investors need an extension to close, but they did what's called a memorandum of contract, and they locked her into that agreement. So basically, locked her into that agreement saying you cannot sell to anybody else because we have a written agreement. She begged them. She called me. I tried to call them on her behalf because, I know some people in the industry, but they weren't budging, and they had the legal right to do that because she even signed the extension. But when she saw it was taking too long, she tried to change her mind. The lesson here, guys, is sometimes getting an investor that's offering you just a little bit more money is not worth the hassle. Go with an investor that has good Google reviews, that has a track record. Okay, don't just go with the highest offer. Make sure you vet these guys. Ask for proof of funds. Ask them to tell you about their attorney, about their title company they use. Do they have any other sellers that you can call and verify? Sometimes you don't have to do all that. Just proof of funds and checking them out online is enough. But make sure you're working with somebody legitimate, because once you sign that contract, you are in a legally binding agreement. So, how does foreclosure affect your credit? Before you're going through foreclosure, you're going to be getting late payments. Every 30 days you're late on a loan, they report it to the credit bureaus. Late payments affect your credit score up to 20 to 30% of your score. Okay, it's very drastic. So every month you're getting these late payments, and then when that foreclosure finally hits, that's like KO for your credit. It's gonna hurt you drastically. You're not going to be able to get another house for up to 7 to 10 years. When a lender sees that foreclosure, that's a red flag to not do business with you. Another thing that might be affected is you might not even be able to rent out a house or an apartment, because some landlords specifically check for foreclosure, but all landlords are going to check your credit history. And if your credit is too low, you're not going to be able to rent a house. Okay, so you do not want to go through foreclosure. If you're going through foreclosure right now, guys, I've said this before, call your lender, look at your options, try to rent out your house so somebody can make those payments. If push comes to shove, sell that house. Even if you're maybe not making any money, but you do not want to have that foreclosure on your credit report because it's going to affect you in the future. All right, y'all, thanks for tuning in. Looking forward to the next video. See you soon.